Hello, welcome to this DCS Ka-50 Black Shark tutorial. In this video I'm going to be talking about how to utilize your outboard pylons, your Vikhr air-to-ground missiles. To begin, we will select our outboard pylons. Selection, outward stations. And when we do that, we will see these indicators light up, showing that we have our outboard pylons selected. If I select the inboard, we will see the change. So I'll go back to outboard. Here it tells us how many of the weapon we have remaining. Rounds is for the gun. Down here, we want to ensure that our weapon switch is set to manual, so we can override any potential launch authorization issues from the aircraft. Weapon mode switch burst length. On short, we'll fire one rocket. On long, we'll fire multiples. So we'll leave that on short. To start things off, we have found a target. I am going to lock it up in just a moment, but I want to show you our symbology. So this reticle is for our Vikhrs. This line here indicates max range, and over here we have min ranges. When I lace the target, you will see once we get distance information, an outer ring will appear indicating the position we are between maximum and minimum range. So I'll turn on my laser, lace this target, and now we can see we are comfortably within range to fire the missile. If I move the reticle, we can see we are outside over here, and once we get within minimum range, we got an X on our HUD indicating we could not fire. Let's go ahead and get that target relocked. Alright, the target is locked. It is shaking. Our laser is firing. We have our launch authorization and lock because we are in manual. And if I wanted to fire it, I should put this Vikhr crosshair center over our shikfall indicator as such. This allows the rocket to fire in a relatively straight trajectory and follow the laser beam. We can fire it off bore like this, but then the rocket would have to go left and right and line up with the laser, just being a bit more inaccurate and potentially striking obstacles in the way. Now that I'm lined up, I can press and hold my weapon release button, and away the rocket goes. We can see it does a little corkscrew around the laser until it lines up and hits the target. I'll turn my laser off once I have fired and the rocket has hit, just to ensure that I do not burn out my laser. Once again, making sure your master arm is turned on. We can now see we have 11 missiles left. So I'll find another target. This one looks good. I'll turn on my laser. Fire my laser. I'm in range. Line up my crosshairs and fire. Here's we have a stray warbird coming up here from the warbird training section. If it gets close enough, I'll potentially be able to show you engaging airborne targets with these. You just need to put it yourself into airborne, and if they're head-on, airborne head-on. These rockets, missiles, are extremely useful for fighting helicopters, and occasionally for slow-moving aircraft, they can be used for those as well. In the meantime, I will lock up this target, fire my laser, and this time I'll shoot off-bore and show you the rocket curving. You can see it needs to go left and right to realign with the laser. This fellow is getting relatively close, so let's try and lock him up. I'll go into air-to-air mode. Increase my TV size. Try and lock him up. Fire our rocket. Fortunately, he's not in the air, but he's having a bad day. Alright, back to what we were doing. Took off air-to-air mode. Something you'll note is when we fire, this crosshair swaps side to side. That's to allow us to know which side pylon that the rockets are coming off of. So I'll go ahead and fire this one and you'll see it swap. That's why we need to adjust left and right whenever we fire the Vikhrs. So it's swap, it's from left to right, so we know it's now coming off our right pylon on the next time we fire. That covers everything for the Vikhrs. Once again, always make sure you turn your laser off when you're done firing. I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.